The matchup between Novak Djokovic and Valentin Vacherot at the 2025 Shanghai Masters promises to be a fascinating clash between two players from completely different worlds. Djokovic, a living legend and one of the greatest tennis players in history, faces Vacherot, the ultimate underdog and breakout star of the tournament. For tennis fans, this is the kind of encounter that captures the beauty of the sport: experience versus ambition, dominance versus dreams. Djokovic arrives in Shanghai with a storied history. A four-time champion at this event, he has always looked comfortable on the fast hard courts of the Qizhong Stadium. However, this year's campaign has been more grueling than usual. The humid and hot conditions have tested his endurance, and while his shot-making and tactical awareness remain elite, the physical toll of age and a packed schedule have occasionally shown in longer matches earlier in the week. In contrast, Valentin Vacherot comes into this match with absolutely nothing to lose. Ranked outside the top 200, the Monegasque player started from the qualifying rounds and stunned the tennis world by reaching the semifinals. Along the way, he recorded astonishing upsets against top names like Holger Rune and Tommy Paul. Vacherot's confident and fearless playstyle has turned him into the Cinderella story of Shanghai, a qualifier defying all odds against established stars. From a tactical perspective, this will be a fascinating battle of contrasting styles. Djokovic is the master of control and precision, a player who thrives on neutralizing opponents, turning defense into offense, and dictating points with surgical accuracy. Vacherot, on the other hand, plays fast, flat, and aggressive, relying heavily on his forehand power and taking the ball early. While this approach can produce spectacular winners, it also carries risk, especially against someone like Djokovic who thrives on exploiting impatience and inconsistency. One major key to this match will be Djokovic's return of serve. Vacherot has a solid, if not elite, serve, but his placement and variety are not yet at the level needed to consistently trouble Djokovic. Given that the Serbian is widely regarded as the best returner in the history of tennis, it's very likely he will create multiple break opportunities in each set. Once Djokovic establishes control on return games, it becomes extremely difficult for any opponent, especially one lacking top-level experience, to recover momentum. However, the emotional dynamic could make things interesting. Vacherot will enter the court with freedom, completely unburdened by expectation. Djokovic, as always, carries the weight of legacy and the pressure to win. If Vacherot starts fast and keeps the match tight in the early stages, maybe even forcing a tiebreak, Djokovic could find himself slightly rattled, especially if the physical fatigue from previous rounds lingers. The weather and court conditions in Shanghai may also play a role. The humid air tends to slow down the ball just enough to encourage longer rallies, a scenario that heavily favors Djokovic. His stamina, patience, and defensive capabilities allow him to excel in these attritional battles. But if Vacherot can shorten points with clean first-strike tennis, he could keep the scoreline close and occasionally catch Djokovic off balance. Beyond the technical aspects, this match also carries symbolic weight. Djokovic represents the golden era of men's tennis, an era defined by dominance, discipline, and excellence. Vacherot, meanwhile, represents the new wave: hungry, fearless players trying to carve out their own names in a landscape long ruled by giants. In a sense, this meeting is a bridge between eras, between greatness established and greatness still in the making. Given all factors, the most likely outcome is a straight sets victory for Novak Djokovic. Vacherot's enthusiasm and energy may allow him to push the Serbian in patches, but Djokovic's experience, mental fortitude, and ability to raise his level under pressure should be decisive. A scoreline around 6-3, 6-4 feels realistic, competitive, but ultimately controlled by the world number one. That said, regardless of the result, Vacherot has already won in terms of narrative and recognition. His run from the qualifiers to the semifinals of a Masters 1000 event is a testament to resilience, belief, and the unpredictability that makes tennis so compelling. For Djokovic, another victory would edge him closer to yet another Masters title, and further cement his status as the most complete and enduring player the sport has ever seen.